Plato, the great philosopher, even to this day, people have learned and applied a vast amount of knowledge with wisdom. This is due to Plato's vast imagination, as his books are highly recommended, providing great learning tools to develop a creative mind. It helped people to build and develop a good amount of self-esteem, morals with critical thinking. Plato was a Greek philosopher who was born in Athens. His main goal was to help people advance into obtaining true fulfillment in life. In total, he had wrote 36 books of amazing dialogues. He was taught by Socrates, a close friend who had a starring role in his books. Socrates influenced Plato from a young age, and Plato was amused by the philosophy Socrates had taught. Plato had suffered terrible loss, for the very thing he loved and wanted to be growing up came crashing down like a burning roof. Socrates was executed by politicians who had found Socrates guilty for corrupting the youth in Athens. Plato tried to pay a ransom fee to spare his dear friend's life, but with no luck, Socrates was executed. Soon after the death of Socrates, Plato had travelled all over the world. His admiration was to gain knowledge and wisdom, which was his main outlook. There is uncertainty on where he had went, as there is no proof on where he had actually travelled to. But through his works it seems like he had travelled to Italy to improve his mathematics. It's also believed he had travelled to Egypt, where he had learned sacred geometry and astronomy. In total, he had travelled for 12 years until returning back to Athens at the age of 40. I could imagine, with the great knowledge and wisdom that he had obtained from travelling, it had gave him the correct criteria and enthusiasm to open up his very own school in Athens. He named it the Academy, which was found in 387 BCE. Within the Academy, he had taught astronomy, biology, mathematics, politics, and philosophy. His academy found a great success as it attracted many men of outstanding abilities. It's believed that academy was around for 300 years, a place for people to become a better person, teaching them good characteristics. It was his dialogue that kept his legacy going, for he had provided some of the most amazing imaginative writings. Plato covered many different topics. He was an influential philosopher, for he covered many philosophical roles which included cosmology and metaphysics. His appetite to travel exploring the natural world in all its beauty, for he was not a scientist in a modern sense. Plato definitely had a great mind. There is no doubt his influence had encouraged many people to think and then rethink what they thought to be correct. The amazing thing about Plato's work was, even after his death, as many centuries passed, his dialogue lived on, as his ideas was introduced into societies throughout the ages of time. His work had structured many foundations within the world we live in today. Plato growing up had a great education, for he undertook poetry, philosophy and gymnastics. His original name was Aristotle. Being a great athletic, he had took part in competitive games. As time went on, he had come to be known as Plato. Growing up, his family were known to be politicians. During his childhood, his homeland had suffered degradation, as his homeland was at war with the Philistines. His homeland was defeated by the Spartans. This is why he had spoken highly about how well organized the Spartan military was. He stated that Sparta produced amazing soldiers having the capacity of producing the greatest military organizations throughout Greece. Plato stated that forms come in many different categories. For example, the perfect life, the greatest thought exercise, is the thought of ideal. We can visually see where we are by drawing conclusions on what's wrong and take the necessary steps to achieve a better conduct of behaviour. In bettering yourself and doing your part for the world, Plato visioned a form as a blueprint, a set of instructions for guardians to achieve the goal at hand. Installing this type of mindset in life is great stepping stones on becoming a philosopher. It takes a deep understanding of things to gain a better reality for yourself. Ambition and focus is the golden key to attain your dreams in life. Without any form of ideal, you are most likely not going to chase after your dreams. They say Rome was not built within a day. This is true, as the same meaning applies to your life. Don't expect things to fall into place with quick succession. To gain success, you will have to fail many of times. Plato's main entities were justice, equality, and beauty. He devoted his time in specializing attention to these attributes to attain the good life. It did not require a certain type of knowledge to fully understand the nature of man. We can move into a state of hopeful success once we understand man's nature. We must understand what drives the individual's behavior. Plato stated, and I quote, "Governments vary as the characters of men vary. States are made out of human nature, which is in them." Plato went on to say that human behavior comes down to three sources. They are desire, emotion, and knowledge. Desire and courage with knowledge gives intellect and reasoning. An individual's behavior is expressed as they choose desire can become great producers within society. Emotion is classed as a military operative, and those who choose knowledge becomes a guardian or a ruler. Since the mid-9th century, the Republic dialogue has been Plato's most famous writings. There are two central questions within this dialogue. The first question is, what is justice? Socrates answers this question in the terms of a political community, a candidate playing the role as an individual person or so. So he then asks the second question, is a just person happier than the unjust person? Socrates goes into great depth of explaining a wide range of theories. This work combined a wide range of philosophical questions containing thousands of scholars' work. The aim was to bring justice and clarity to great understanding of many different topics and traits within life and after death. The Republic's dialogue had four ideas on how to give a better conduct of attaining full fulfillment. The first idea was to think more. People follow trends in life based off society standards. For example, getting rich, obtaining numerous amount of money is a way where you can become famous and well known across the world. A common phase of human behavior is understanding an acting role or personality, suffocating their true self to attain popularity to others. The truth is, we should really aim to become a sovereign leader of oneself. Having the ability to be authentic is unknown, as the opinions of others is our very own casualty in life. We act and suppress our true self, not realizing the damage we are doing internally. This affects many aspects within our life, such as relationships, a partner, friendships, and most of all, our very own emotional state of being. Plato had documented this question within a majority of his books that he had written. The power of knowing thyself is self-mastery. Observing your ideas, asking yourself, are they really yours, or is it a condition of indoctrination traits you have gained, associating them as a part of you? Having the willpower to rewire your mind is obtaining control in yourself in a variety of circumstances. Feelings drags us around, which causes emotional pain and suffering. To gain self-knowledge, you need to speak clearly on your ideas. Plato's second idea was let your lover change you. Finding a partner with abilities you lack can evolve you as an individual to step up and learn a little bit more of your partner's traits. Educating each other will hit many crossfires resulting in unpleasantness, but the main goal is for each individual to step up and become the greatest version. The third idea he had was to decode the message of beauty. We all have attraction to beautiful things in life. The question is, why do we like or find them attractive to the eyes? It is a sense of clarity that things obtained can be seen under good life, for in truth what we find beautiful is missing within us. The qualities within beauty should be self-learning characteristics expansion within ourselves. For example, kindness, peace, gentleness, balance and strength. So in a sense, beautiful objects can be used as great tools to purify the soul.